Okay, in this video we will go over the second objective using two-way tables for lesson 4.4. I have three different two-way tables that I want to share with you. The first one has to do with cold getting better or cold getting worse, depending on whether they took the zinc tablet or did not use zinc tablet. That's the first one. The second one is about the women and men in Senate of a particular Congress. We're just going to fill out this two-way table and calculate some conditional probabilities. And the third one, we're going to look at this table that's already filled out and find more conditional probabilities. If you're going to take Math 245 statistics, this is going to be one of the things that you will talk about in that class in probability unit. But let's get started. Let's start with the first one. The following table shows projected population for different demographic groups. Insert parts A through D. Now the first one is going to be the easiest. Just fill in the totals for each rows and columns. So let me see if I have my calculator handy around me. Give me 1 second, I'll go grab one. All right. Okay, I'm back. So to find the column totals, you simply add up all the columns, right? So oh, excuse me. Add 322 plus 150. That's going to give you the total number of people who responded their cold got better. 322 plus 150 is 472. Let's figure out how many people that their cold got worse. Add 195 plus 56. 195 plus 56 is 251. So these are the column totals that we just found. Now let's find the row totals, okay? For this one right here, we're looking at all the people, the number of people who used zinc tablets. Add up 322 plus 195. 322 plus 195 is 517. And then for this row, the number of people who did not use zinc tablets, we're going to add 150 plus 56. If you add those two, you will get 206. Now look, we can check if we are doing these right. If you add up these two numbers together, 517 plus 206, you will get 723. Let's just double check. Add these two together too. If you add 472 plus 251, you will get 723. So we're good. We're good with finding the totals for each row and column. And we're going to use this to find the percentages, okay? So part B and C, in part B, I'm going to ask you to find the percentages in the columns, okay? Percentages in the column. So you can cross out this one all the way on the right. And I'll show you what they mean by percentages in the column. Now, the total number here was 472, right? So this one was 472 down here. The total is going to be 472 over 472 times 100. That's just going to be 100%. We know that's going to be 100%. Just like that one, we know this column, let me try to use different color. This one is going to be 251 divided by 251 times 100. That's going to give you also just 100%. So the totals are going to be 100%. But let's figure out what goes on these four boxes, okay? So take a look. For the percentages of people who use zinc tablets out of all the people whose cold got better, that's going to be 322 people out of 472 people. Notice that the denominator that I'm using is the total number of people who said their cold got better. Now multiply that by 100. 322 divided by 472 times 100 is going to give you, I'm going to round up to 60 actually rounding down to 68%. All right, let's do the percentage of people who did not use a zinc tablet given that their cold got better. So that will be 150. And if you're wondering where I'm getting these numbers from, there's that number. 150 divided by 472 times 100. So if you're finding the percentages in the column, make sure you're dividing by the column total, okay? I'm dividing by 472 here. 150 divided by 472 times 100, you will get 31.2 or 31.77. So I'm going to round that up to 32%. Now, just a quick check. Will you add this number and that number? If you add these two, what will you get? You will get 100%. So we're doing good. Let's do the column, the percentages in the column for cold got worse, okay? So not only 195 people out of 251 use a zinc tablet. And this is out of everyone who claimed their cold got worse. All right, let's find that. 195 divided by 251. 195 divided by 251 and multiply that by 100. You will get 78%, 77.6. So I'm going to round that up to 78%. Okay. I mean, these are the people who at least tried, though. I mean, they said their cold got worse, but they at least took some zinc tablets. Okay. Now, how about the other number? 56 of them didn't use a zinc tablet, and these are out of all 251 people whose cold got worse. 56 divided by 251 times 100. That's going to be 22%. 22%. So, if you add up these two numbers together, give me just 1 second, guys. My phone's ringing like crazy. Okay, if you add these two numbers together, 78 plus 22, you will get 100%. Okay, so that's how you find your percentages in the columns. Let's do something very similar. Let's do the percentages in the rows. So here, I'm going to ignore this one all the way in the bottom because, you know, we don't need to find those, but we need to use the total numbers. So let me go ahead and write the numbers here. Let me just copy these down from the line above. So 322, oopsie, 322 for this, 195 for the cold got worse, 517 was the total number of people who used zinc tablets, 150 here, 56 here, and then 206 was the total number of people who did not use the zinc tablet. So where did I get these numbers from? I just copied them from the first table that we filled out all together. So let's go ahead and find the percentages in the rows. So divide 522 by 517, that is the row called low total, and multiply that by 100. I'm going to get 322 divided by 517 times 100, that will give you 62%. Now, you know, this one will just be 100% minus 62%, but I'll still find it. 195 divided by 517 times 100. 195 divided by 517 times 100, that's going to give us 38%. Now, just to double check, add up this 62% plus 38%. What will you get? 62 plus 38 gives you 100. So we're doing good. Now, this one will simply be 517 divided by 517 times 100. So what's that going to be? That's simply going to be 100% for the total. Now, we do know this bottom one without even thinking. We know this one is also going to be 100. But we know for this row, we're just dividing every number by 206 because that's the total number of people who did not use zinc tablets. All right, let's find these. 150 divided by 206 times 100 got me 73%. 56 divided by 206 times 100 will give... Oh, no. Everything is... So maybe, guys, you just saw that my Apple Pen is low on battery. After this table, I will come back, charge my pencil a little more, and then I will come back and do the other two tables, okay? So, if you add up 73 and 27 together, 73 plus 27 will give you 100%. So we are good. So that's how you find the total table, percentages in the column table, and the percentages in the rows table, okay? Now, let's figure out the very final the question. They're asking, does the table indicate that zinc tablets help cure the cold? And let me help you with this one because this can be a little bit tricky. I'm going to ask you to highlight two numbers here, okay? Take a look at this number. Ooh, and this number, and compare them for me. If zinc tablet really works, the number of people who said that they use zinc tablet out of all the people who's cold. No, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. So these are the one that I highlighted in yellow. Let me go ahead and just write down what that is a little bit more, okay? This is the percentage of people this is the percentage of people whose cold got better given that they used zinc tablet. They used zinc tablet. Now, if you take a look, this number is 62%, right? This number is less than, this is less than the percentage of people. And you know what? I'm about to write down this one, the other number, this number right here. This is less than the percentage of people did their cold get better? Yes, their cold got better. Whose cold got better? But listen, given, oh, I meant to say given, not give that. Given that they, but these blue people that I'm writing about, did they use their zinc tablet? No, they didn't, right? That they did not use zinc tablets. So, you know, this number, if it really works, the top number should be higher. But because of this reason, what we can say is, does the table indicate that zinc tablets help cure the cold? Well, my answer will be no. For that reason that we wrote down together just here, okay? So, these are kind of fun because these two-way tables, if you fill it out, we can find some... we can draw some cool conclusions about different things. So I'm going to come back and because I got to go and charge my Apple Pen a little bit, I will come back and record the second table, this one, and the